Welcome to From the Petty Corner's first ever press conference. I'm your host, Petty, and Power Slap 9 is headed to Abu Dhabi October 24th. This is a huge milestone for Power Slap. It's the first international event. It's on the same weekend as UFC 308, Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway. And we have headlining to Crazy Hawaiian versus The Dumpling. It's the biggest Power Slap card to date. The only thing missing in Abu Dhabi that weekend is going to be me. But I invited the co-main middleweight championship event here. First, we have the middleweight champion, John the Machine Davis. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
And we have the contender, ranked number 2, Isaih, the Puerto Rican pretty boy, Quinones. Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
And then, John, you are the champ, so we will start with you. I took a poll, and there has been other polls on social media. You are coming in as the underdog, which tells me that people are already counting you out. Do you think that will have any hindrance on your performance? And how does it make you feel being the champion coming in as the underdog?
It wouldn't be the first time that I've come in as the underdog, so I'm not surprised. I think people have really mistaken this year-long layoff as some sort of issue that I've had. That was not the case at all. You know, I've tried to get multiple fights multiple times and unfortunately had to wait. So, you know, I think it's just people's perception of my time set aside, thinking that there's going to be any sort of issue coming into this. But
Yeah. And Isaih, you coming in as a favorite, does it give you more confidence having that public backing that you can come in there and get the job done?
I mean, I love the fact that I have a lot of fans and a lot of support. That's amazing. But like John said, you can't count anybody out. I mean, at the end of the day, the underdogs and, the favorites don't really matter. Just matters at the end of the day who has the best chin.
Yeah. And I love that you guys say that because if you watched Dana White Contender Series a couple weeks ago, the one girl, she was like plus 1800 or something like that. And she came in there and like whipped that girl. So you can never really count anybody out.
Especially in our sport. Our sport, it's crazy. You will see the craziest things happen.
yeah, I completely agree with that.
And John, how do you feel as Isaih being the contender for you?
I'm excited. It's a good challenge. I was pumped to be able to coach him when he came down to middleweight. So, it was good news once he came down and made a statement there. And then from that event on, made another good one. So it was good news for me. I almost knew in the moment when I was watching it that was 99% who was going to be my next opponent. So, having that moment at home where I'm kind of staring at the TV before Isaih even knows that we both know it was kind of already set in my head that this was probably going down. So, nothing but pure excitement and ready to get back up there after being gone for so long.
I love it. And Isaih, this is the biggest power slap moment in your career, and it's also the biggest power slap card probably ever. It's a very monumental moment, it being in an international. It's the first time they're going international. A lot of people tend to fold under the pressure. How do you feel you're going to handle that pressure of being in the biggest stage on the biggest card?
Well, I don't know if you guys ever see me on stage, but I mean, I get no nerves at all. I mean, it's exciting. I go up there, I'm not afraid of anything. I don't get nervous about anything. I know I'm up there to do what I need to do. I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, you guys see how my personality usually is off stage, but as soon as you see me walk on that stage, I'm locked in and there's no budging. So I'm super excited, and I'm there to make a statement, and I'm there to gain a lot more fans, and I'm there for a good show.
I love it. It's definitely going to be a super exciting weekend. John, you've been out for almost a year. In combat sports, that is a very long time. When people come back, they get ring rust, octagon rust, whatever. Do you feel like there's going to be any kind of stage rust, or if there's going to be any kind of hindrance in your performance from being away for so long?
No, and that's probably to the fact of how I train, that even if it could be a light day in the office for what I'm doing, I'm still doing something that is power slap connected. So I'm always working technique. I'm always I'm getting the reps in constantly, especially with the time off. And as of recently, really, really made sure that since I figured this was coming, that I was getting ready before anything else, I could get ahead of it before him and I finally had the contract in front of us.
I love it. And Isaiah, you have a strong chin. John has a lot of power. How do you think your chin's going to hold up to his power?
No, my chin's. I have a brick wall for a chin. I tell everybody this all the time. The hardest I've ever been hit has been from Russell. And I don't think anybody's going to hit as hard as Russell, at least in our weight class. So, I mean, I know John has power, just like, I mean, Wesley had power. I mean, we'll say Ryan had a little bit of power, but Wesley had a lot of power. I mean, John could tell you he's gone against Wesley. He has a good whack on him, man, and he's pretty strong. But I do know John's strong. Like I said, I don't think it's Russell's strength. You know what I mean? And nothing against John at all, but that's just what I feel.
Yeah. And John, how do you see this fight going down? Do you see this going the distance, or do you think you're going to take him out in, less than 5 rounds?
Man, I would love nothing more than to take him out in the first round, call it a day, easy day at the office. But like he said earlier, in this sport, you have to expect the unexpected. It could be the first round for either of us. It could be, 5 rounds deep with God knows what going on in the background. So, as always, I'll be mentally prepared for 10 rounds if we have to, if that's what it comes down to. But for making that call, man, that's only in the moment right now, because I guarantee you we're both swinging for the fences. And if we make it into those championship rounds, I can guarantee you there's probably going to be some blood from both of us.
Yeah.
100%.
We saw some blood coming out of Isaiah's face last time.
I'll shave again this time.
You're going to shave again right before?
Absolutely.
Isaiah, how do you see the fight going down?
I mean, just like John said, I mean, John has a pretty good, strong chin too. But I mean, I have a lot of power. I mean, I'm like John said as well. I'm planning on making it a knockout hit, and hopefully end the match quick. Go celebrate. But I mean, I can see both. I can see both. I can see, you know, knockouts in the first, second, third round. I could also see it going the distance.
Awesome. I love it. Okay. And then I took some fan questions on Instagram. I feel like this was the general one for both of you. So, John, how confident are you going into this?
I'm very confident. Confidence is normal for coming into these fights. I'd say right now I'd describe I'm more eager. I'm very, very eager to get back after this, because sitting on the sideline, like, I'm just going to keep repeating that until people get that through their heads. Sitting on the sidelines fucking sucked. So now that we get the opportunity, and this is no offense to you, Isaiah, no matter who was going to be next, I am so fucking excited to get back up there. I don't think you people understand.
I know because I talked to you and you told me it's been bothering you that you have been sitting out. So I'm glad that you guys have a great matchup coming up. But Isaiah, how confident are you coming into this matchup?
Oh, I'm never nervous. Like I said, I'm 100% confident. I'm a freight train that has no stop. I'm ready to just keep plowing through, get that championship belt, and I plan on holding it for a while. So I mean, I'm already picturing it in my head. I know what I can do. I know what my body's capable of. But we'll
Here you
see.
go. You can picture it for real.
Hey, there you go. See, now I just gotta visualize
Manifestation.
it right here. That's it.
Yeah, my husband is gonna love that you use the freight train analogy. He's a train engineer, and so
So he already
he hates
knows.
when people use that analogy, but he's gonna love that. Okay, the next question was for Isaiah. It was a fan question. What round do you finish John in and new?
I'll say two, at least two.
At least two. Okay, and then this one was for both of you guys, and it's from probably your favorite middleweight, Kiali, the Chief Power Slap.
Oh boy.
He said, "Are you both going to keep the same energy as I do? When I see them, it won't be all talk."
I've only seen talk from him so far. That's it. That's all I've seen.
You know,
He's like,
I recall at that event where you went against Ryan Wallace. When I showed up, I walked up on two people, and both of those people didn't have shit to say to my face directly, and it was very funny because I was literally inches away from both of them, and probably took about until the event from when I had got down there for me to at least give a head nod and a wave, because this keyboard warrior shit, man. Where I come from, we don't fucking do that, dude. Doesn't like it is what it is because it's part of this world. I understand, but at a certain point, like if you said that shit to my face instead of behind your phone, you'd probably get knocked the fuck out.
and honestly, again, like I said before in the past in other podcasts, is you cannot talk and you cannot say anything when you've had two matches and you haven't even been hit yet. Like, come on.
So, are you guys saying he's all bark and no bite?
Oh, absolutely. Just like he tried to say on his little show. But it's like he's honestly I'm not gonna put who told me and who put his business out there, but he talked about how his MMA career and this and that. I saw somebody post something where it's like one win and like 20 losses.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. Maybe he's got to come to the petty corner and give me some answers for that.
Honestly, he's not even worth it. You don't even want to waste your time.
We
He's
can
not
take
even on our level yet. He's still on the benches.
karate combat and game bred bare knuckle. We can do something on the side over there once we get out of power slap for a second, because some of this stuff needs settled more than just the table. An octagon would be perfect.
Yeah, he's not even worth bringing up anymore. Sorry.
All right, Isaiah, this question was for you. If you are prepared and ready to be the one to try and take the undefeated record of the Butcher, it will be the undefeated record on the line and the title on the line. So
Oh
I'm
yeah,
guessing, are you prepared to call out the Butcher after?
I'm always prepared. I'm always prepared. Honestly, Butcher and myself makes sense next, and then obviously I'm gonna keep the belt once I get it from John. I know John has it right now. I know. You gonna go pick it up and
You'll
give it
never
back.
get that one, is the difference.
But that honestly, I would take that. I would take that zero, and I'd give him a loss.
What about that draw on his record? Because that's
Oh
not a
yeah,
win. That's
that
not a
counts.
win, dog. Give a fuck what
Okay, well,
anybody
I guess
says.
I can kind of piggyback off this. John, if you win, who are you going to call out after?
Um, Man, I guess it kind of, if I'm lucky enough to come away with the win against Isaiah, I kind of have no choice but to call out Brandon. You know, um, probably call him out, go whoop his ass somewhere, and then if Wesley can come back and get a good win, I know he would love that rematch. I know the fans would like that. But at that point, I also don't know, where the ranking. They could have like 5 middleweight fights in one night and change the whole ranking structure, and then have 4 people just lined up for title shots. There's that many
That's
people
true.
in this now coming out of the season. So what happens next, and probably the next 3 events, depending on how they do things, I think can really mix things up for contention, not just in the middleweight division, but everywhere, because of how many people we finally have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would say
absolutely.
Brandon next title shot, then Azael after that.
Yeah. What I honestly think should happen, I mean, I don't know the rest of the card, they have not announced it, but I believe that it should be you guys are obviously co-headlining, but I think they should have Azael and Brandon on there for the winner of that to face the winner of you guys. That makes sense because that's been all the hype since Power Slap 8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could see that.
But what do I know? Okay. So this question's going to be for both of you. John, I'll let you go first. This is the first international event. How do you feel about co-headlining this monumental moment for Power Slap? The first international event being in Abu Dhabi. being the co-main event to the Crazy Hawaiian and Dumpling, both iconic, prominent faces in Power Slap.
It's an honor. As much as I've boo-hooed about having the time off, having to wait for this to be, it's not only, yeah, I get to finally go compete, but this is a treat in itself to be able to get to go over there, be, part of this historical event. Fight aside, being a part of everything that this has become and what we're about to go take part in. I mean, record breaking, groundbreaking. Let's see the stats go up some more. Let's watch people cry in the comment section some more. This one's really going to be that next level that anyone was like, oh, you guys aren't going to make it past the first event. Well, now we're going into 9 at Abu Dhabi. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
I love it. And Isaiah, same question for you.
I'm excited. Like John said, I mean, this is a big statement. Honestly, what I'm really excited about is, we're gonna start getting and gaining those international fans. I mean, people are gonna start seeing our names out there, our faces. And you never know. We could be going to Disneyland or something, and people start recognizing us. It's like it's gonna be awesome. And I mean, I can't wait for the opportunity. I'm so excited to go to Abu Dhabi. I'm so excited to meet new people and see culture. But it's amazing to do it for my job.
Yeah, I love it. Um, John, who do you got? The Crazy Hawaiian or the Dumpling?
Man, that is such a hard one. As much as I believe both of those guys could knock each other out, I'm gonna say that one's going to decision. Like, and I don't have a pick because I honestly do not know. That's one of those ones where I can't confidently say one or the other.
I don't know how correct my knowledge is on this, but I think they're both of their only losses is to Zales, that guy.
Yeah.
So
Juice.
that's gonna
But
be.
but at the same time too, I would both those losses I'll say are flukes. Those
Hmm.
weren't really good matches. I mean, everybody could go back and watch. You got that guy over here like this doing this thing, and he's like, you're like, come on, get out of here. That's some cheating shit right there.
And Isaiah, I think I know what you're gonna say, but who do you got? The Crazy Hawaiian or Dumpling?
I don't know. I don't think you know what I'm gonna say because I'm friends with both of them.
Oh, I didn't know you were a
Um,
friend. Oh, that actually makes sense because you did
yeah,
the Russian slap show.
yeah. So
But you're
yeah,
really good friends with the Crazy Hawaiian too. So I
yeah.
thought I
So
didn't. Yeah.
yeah, that's what's crazy. Is like this is a hard one. I mean, I'm choosing Crazy Hawaiian because that's my closest boy. But they both have power and they both have chins. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm picking my boy's side because that's my boy and he's strong. But I it's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah. Okay. What are your final thoughts going into this matchup with each other?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm always ready. And I got that strong iron chin. I'm ready to take all John's licks, and I plan to make it a quick match.
John, what are your
I
final
still
thoughts?
love you though, dog. You know I love you, bro. So
I know. I think
At the
there's
end of the day,
plenty
it's all
of
respect. I love it.
I think there's plenty of people that have come before you and said the same exact thing.
yep, but hey, I'm not all bark. I am bite. You've seen it firsthand.
Yeah, and I've seen other guys that I've fought do the same kind of thing. It is what it is. We'll find out when we get up there.
I guess. I mean, I'm the first one to knock out Wesley. That's a step. That's a milestone for me, at least personally.
I'll give you
Even
that.
drop him. John, what are your final thoughts going into this matchup?
Let's go. I'm tired of waiting. Can't get here soon enough.
I love it.
He's like, I've been waiting a whole year.
I know. Poor John, man. He's been sitting there waiting.
Well, this is the first virtual matchup that we got of John the Machine Davis and Isaiah the Puerto Rican pretty boy Quinones.
I know, John. Hey, that John. I hope
Hmm.
that belt feels good because it's gonna be my
No,
belt.
this one will never be your belt, and also you're never gonna win one in the first place because There's not a chance in hell I've been off for this long that we're gonna go up. I'm gonna go up there and let you have this. No way, bro.
No, it's okay. I'll dust off the cobwebs and then I'll take
Yeah,
care of it.
I'm sure it ain't the cobwebs you got to worry about.
You already know. I can take anything, and it's gonna happen. That belt is gonna be mine. Dana White's gonna be wrapping that belt around my waist. I
We'll
promise.
see. We'll see.
Good job, guys.
Good.
All right, we will see you guys October 24th in Abu Dhabi. You won't see me there, but I'll be watching from home. I can't wait to see what happens next.